Hey, thanks for joining us for another segment of Canadian Bacon on August 21st, 2023. Crazy day in trading today. I don't know if you guys were partaking in the events today. Quite an eventful day in the tech market especially. I promised I'd set you up with some Shopify information from last week's segment. So today is Stock Focus's Shopify. So we're going to go show you a couple ideas in the Shopify, some information that may be valuable for your future trading, whether it be day trading, swing trading, or long hold on the Shopify. So let's get right to it. On the Shopify, as of today's date of end of trading on the August the 21st, 2023, looks like the Shopify has been up 28.27% over 6 months and 49.74% year to date. That's 49.74% year to date. That's quite impressive. Over 1 year, it's 55.75%, and 5 years, a crazy 305%. So that's Shopify trading today up $1.08 and trading at $73.06 Canadian. So we'll move right to the financials on this one. And this is your overview of Shopify on the Canadian market. It's been in the red lately, and I'll get to that in a moment. But let's take a look at the revenue breakdown, which is important. Of course, you want to Google this or do a little research. I'm just giving you a quick overview, show you why this looks like something to seriously jot down, take notes with the symbol, and just watch for a little while, see what it is. I told you guys many times before, this stock can punch you in the face, and or you could end up taking a trip for two somewhere, or a fishing trip. So it's a two-edged sword with this Shopify. So you got to be careful, and you got to treat it really close, like a companion almost. And subscription solutions were 26.57% on the revenue breakdown, and 73% were merchant solutions for Shopify. More importantly, I'm going to show you some data that I've seen lately on Shopify with regards to revenue. The revenue is 66% in the United States. Latin America is 1%. Canada is 6%. And the Arab countries, 9%, and Africa and so forth, it's 16%. And that's the Arab countries too, I believe, at 16.38%. That's important to note. So that's what the financials look like. Debt is 1.89 and cash equivalents is 2.24 as of 2022. So let's move quickly to, I don't think there's too much in statements, really want to show you too much, but I will show you this. Total revenue year-over-year growth over here for the Q2 second quarter 2023 ending June 2023, up 34.63%, which is great. Gross profit up 35.44%. Operating income, boom, gone into the green. At 16.51%, and you got your pre-tax income. Moving on in the stats, not price to earnings ratio, I don't have that disclosed, so not too much. No dividends, a shop doesn't pay any dividends. Earnings, you get the reported for the Q2 2023. Surprise on currency, right? The currency, Canadian currency, up 117%. Revenue, what was that? The currency for reported an estimate for Canada, surprise at up plus 4.24%. So that's your earnings. And on your, let me see, on your technicals, as of today, August the 21st, you're looking at these technicals, and this is for 1 day. And these are done by quite a few analysts will take this into account. So this one on the moving averages segment, it's a strong sell. As you can see, sell on the summary and sell on the oscillators. We'll move down to the meat and potatoes of it. Got a couple buy in the stochastic, momentum. Those are the oscillators, and Williams percentage range are all buys. ton of sells in the other section, which is down. Strongly note this one, 11 sells on the moving averages, 1 in the neutral, 3 in the buy. Presently, this is of today's date. EMA is a buy, and simple moving average is a buy. This is for all the other guys who do the pivots, right? So we have the pivots down there. Let's take a look at the forecast for Shopify for August 21st, 2023 on the Canadian bacon. Putting a sizzle in your stocks, I hope. Making them nice and crispy. Maple flavor bacon stock, or just maybe Shopify flavor stock. Turn me over. I'm done on this side. I don't think so with Shopify. Check it out. Keep it in your notes. Let's move to the forecast. And on the forecast, it's showing a buy. So this is an analyst rating. This is an analyst rating based on 46 analysts giving stock ratings to Shopify in the past 3 months. So 14 got it as a strong buy, 3 is a buy, 27 as a hold, and 0 on the sell, strong sell 2. So they're estimating price target at $91.88. An increase year over year would be an increase of $18.82 Canadian, difference plus 25.75%. The 37 analysts offering 1-year price forecast for Shopify have a max estimate of $108.47 and bear at minimum at estimate at $70.51.
Ho, ho, ho.
So it fluctuates in there. So that's what we're looking for the financials. I mentioned to you, so your currency is up for the Q2 and the 2023 Canadian currency. And reported an estimate I mentioned was plus 4.24%, and that's reported estimate into Canadian, and that's what we're looking for Shopify. So let's take a look at it on the chart. It's on the chart today for August the 21st, 2023. So I'm telling you, I trade this constantly, and let me just split it up for you before we get off the Shopify. So we have the Shopify on the right side here, and this is the American Shopify. And on the left side on your screen over here is the Canadian Shopify. Trading at, I have to pull it open. Hang on, sorry about that. 73.06 on the Canadian TSX and Canadian, and on the New York Stock Exchange, $53.93 American. I like it because look, I can see there's after hours trading on this particular stock. And last but not least, I missed out. There wasn't too much news on the Shopify stock. 4 days ago, we had low implied volatility alert stocks to watch right now. Shopify was on there, had low implied volatility. Something 7 days ago, and something about Liftup's Q2 earnings and revenue estimates. So not too much on the Shopify, but this is the stock to keep your eyes out. Definitely keep your eyes out on that one. So my point being, on the Shopify in the US, you have them, if you can, split your screen on these, right? And that way you can follow the American, which has a slightly more volume. So whatever happens down in the United States will influence that, and that's because of revenue streams these days, as I've been observing. So let's just bust this open, this Canadian one right here. So I think it has a lot of promise. Keep your eyes open, jot it down, Shopify on the Canadian market. So that's what we have, and we're going to move on. So my friends tell me I only have 11 minutes and 44 seconds to do this, get out of Dodge. So we'll go quickly through today being August the 21st. We'll go through the market, show you what's may be happening this week and what your thoughts are. You just send me a little email or something, okay? This is the heat map for August the 21st, 2023. You guys have seen this probably 100 times now. Everybody's using this now. I've been using it for months. Shopify, up 1.5%. So it's in the green. Banks were in the red today, ended up in the red at least. And you have your non-energy minerals. Industrial services were down. Retail trade's kind of neutral. And process industries was up a little bit, kind of neutral in the day. So that's your stock heat map. Really a powerful morning in the markets. And then it tapered out in the afternoon. and the earnings coming up for the Toronto market. Toronto market, the Canadian stock market. I mentioned to you a couple of days ago and yesterday, got the earnings coming up for August the 24th for Royal Bank's coming up, TD Bank's coming up, Toronto Dominion Bank, Foreign Mining, and Osico Mining. Okay, and they got their, and Tiny, as I mentioned, Tiny's coming up on their earnings. So that's what we're having for the earnings. Real quick, I'm just going to do the stock screener, and I hope you got a little bit of tips for the Shopify. Sorry I had to do it so quickly, but you got an idea. It's a promising stock, and it has some growth potential. Watch out. I can't go back now, but it's diminishing revenue in the Canadian revenue streams. So it used to be in second place since up until 2022, and now it's in fourth place. And I may have to pull that up before I leave today. So at any rate, on the screener today, I have 15 matches, which is stocks from $8 to $88, strong buys, and volume up at 100K today. And I got Chemical, where was a couple of guys in here, BMO, Dynamic, Active, Auto Canada again at $25.50 is a strong buy. It's only up a couple pennies today, but that always seems to come back on the radar. And so jot that one down for the future if you like. So if I can, I'd like to end up with that technical advice. Let me see if I can get that status for the financials for Shopify. But you can take my word for it, or you can research it. For the last 4 years, the 3.5 years now, Canada's been diminishing in their revenue. So the revenue breakdown used to be second place for 4 years, and now they're slipping way down. They're behind everybody now, and they're slipping. So what kind of Canadian stock is it? Let's find out and see, right? So anyways, I think it looks promising. I'm not a stock advisor. I just try to give you some good Canadian stocks that you may want to keep your eyes out for. That's today's segment for Canadian Bacon for August the 21st. I'll be giving you some great tech stock tips coming up on Wednesday and Thursday of this week with my friends that trade in the United States. So we should have some great hot information coming over for the Canadian markets. I hope you have a great trading week, and thanks for joining us today. Take care.